So we're going to lean on some science from a paper titled Debunking the Vegan Myth, the Case for a Plant-Forward Omnivorous Whole Foods Diet, that was published very recently in the journal Progress in Cardiovascular Diseases by prominent authors like Lauren Cordain and James O'Keefe. And they go into the many health risks that are linked with a vegan or vegetarian diet. There are known health consequences when you go on a vegan or vegetarian diets that I think many people that for social or societal influences trend towards going vegan or vegetarian are not aware of. And let's talk about some of these, including depression and anxiety. This is something that we see so much in our culture today. Suicides, drug overdoses. We have people now, I think it's like 30% of postmenopausal women are on psychiatric medications, Prozac, Effexor, and the like. We know kids are now taking polypharmacy when it comes to amphetamines and antidepressants. And we know that more and more people are plant-based than ever, at least here in the West. And so it's important to recognize there is a strong scientific and academically studied, from a research standpoint, an association with mental health issues in going on a vegan or vegetarian diet. And as you can see here in figure 2, that is elucidated by why. The micronutrient deficiencies like omega-3 fatty acid deficiencies and zinc deficiencies. Hair loss. I see more and more people now with thinning or balding hair in both men and women. We know that protein deficiencies, zinc deficiencies, and iron deficiencies, among others, like silica, for example, lead to hair loss. And also the hormonal changes due to insulin resistance that are more common in vegan or vegetarians can lead to changes in hair loss and exacerbate that, particularly for women in the case of PCOS. We know there's also skin issues from zinc deficiencies and protein deficiencies like dermatitis that is figured here in figure 2A. Hypothyroidism. I mean, this is so common in our culture, unfortunately, especially again in women. And more women, there's 2 times more women that go vegan or vegetarian compared to men. And we see hypothyroidism is very common amongst vegans and vegetarians. Why? Probably selenium deficiency and also iodine deficiency. And this is important one important point that we need to really expand upon here is sarcopenia, loss of muscle mass. Often when you go to a grocery store, you see people that are buying clearly on a plant-based diet, plant-based chips, plant-based cookies. They might have some fruit and veggies in their shopping cart, but oftentimes there's a lot of cookies, crackers, treats, and bread products. Well, we know those are devoid of protein. We know protein is so important for maintaining skeletal muscle mass, improving muscle protein synthesis. We've talked at length about this with Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, Dr. Sean Baker, Alan Aragon. We've spoken a lot about the importance of prioritizing protein to help support muscle protein synthesis. But if you're not getting adequate protein or insufficient amino acids, such as leucine, isoleucine, valine, and essential amino acids that are not present in plants, you're going to have impairments in muscle protein synthesis, even if you're resistance training.